Did you want to do the intro or
I don't know what the intro is.
anything? Could be anything you want.
I don't want to do it.
All right, everybody. This is the 2023 year end podcast where we talk about everything that went right this year, everything that went bad this year, basically just all around. I just wanted to document, I guess, our best, well, my best year, I think, of my life. So, anyways, babe, is there anything you want to say?
The best is yet to come for me.
The best is yet to come from you. Okay. So I wrote down a few podcast questions. Kim will try to look over my shoulder to see my bad spelling, but let's see. What goals did you want to accomplish a year ago?
You go first.
So I write in my journal, I guess sporadically, and write down my goals. Uh Before 2023, it was probably October, I suppose, of 2022. I wrote down that I wanted to have five more rental properties added to the portfolio in 2023, and we kind of slowly just built towards that. Um, right now, it's the second day of January, and we have six properties and seven units. So I'm pretty happy with that. Um, we're cash flowing good. Everything's making money. Um, so that was one of the goals I had for sure. And I think my other goal was to probably lose like 100 pounds, and that didn't happen. So this year we're gonna focus on that. Um, but then also, I wanted to get married to the love of my life, so I made that a reality. Um, we're having a baby. That was on my list.
It was on your list.
Um, you know, There was a few other things too, I think, but I that those are the main ones that I can remember that I wanted to accomplish.
I can't even remember. I remember writing goals down, but I don't remember what any of them were. Like, one was like, read 30 books by the time I turned 30. And I probably only read like 4 books, 5 books, maybe.
Were they novels?
Yeah.
Wow, that's gotta count as like two, right?
I mean, a few were novels. One was like a short story.
Mm. So you're
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember what I don't sound accomplished at all.
okay.
I'm just his assistant.
That's not true. She's the glue that holds the family together. Oh, let's see. Was there any time in the last year that you doubted my vision?
Your vision?
Yeah, like
Oh yeah.
go
We
ahead.
we bought this first trailer and it sat in front of our house for like months, months. And I didn't think we're ever gonna do anything with it.
For the record, we she found it on Facebook, so then I bought it. Or well, she found it on Facebook, and then within like 3 days I had it bought. And then that very next weekend I had a crew together and we basically brought it home.
It's like in February last year.
Yeah, like February 7th or 8th or something, probably. Middle of February anyways. And it was too cold to do anything with, so it just sat in our driveway, kind of just in the way uh until about June when we finally moved it to town. So you just didn't think I was gonna ever do anything with it?
No, I thought it was just gonna sit outside forever. I thought we'd end up attaching it to our house or something.
That would have been that would have been something for sure.
Besides that, mm,
Cause like once
I
we
always doubt him a little bit, and then he just proves me wrong. So
that's my goal. If I could just impress her, then it's a win. She never shows doubt at the time, she might question a few things, but then once I kind of explain myself, then she
I don't tell him I'm doubtful. I just keep it to myself, and then when he accomplishes it, I'm just like, "Oh yeah, I didn't think you were gonna do that."
yeah, which makes me feel good because I'm like, what? You doubted me? But she gives me the confidence I need for sure to like keep it going, and to basically finish what I started. So that's good.
Just overlook and watch.
If there was ever a time when you were like really doubting me, would you tell me?
Yeah,
You'd be like, man, I don't know about this.
I feel like there was one, but I can't think of it. Maybe because you accomplished it.
Let's see. What lessons did you learn last year besides doubting me?
Not to doubt you.
Anything else?
Just to go with the flow. I like to be in control, I think, and I'm not in control when it comes to him because he just does it.
Not like a wild card much. Visualization for me, I guess. Like I just believe in something and I just refuse to let any negative doubts creep into my mind. So I can just make sure that no matter what, I just keep moving towards that goal. Because there was a lot of times last year when I was like, oh, maybe I bit off more than I could chew. And then all of a sudden, you just make it through the next few days. And then all of a sudden, you come out on top, I guess. So for me, visualization and not letting any negativity creep into my mind at all was a good lesson that I learned.
I would like to say I did not know any of these questions, so I had no time to think about all these questions before.
Then that's the way that she wanted it. She wanted to be able to just.
I feel like I can come up with better answers if I knew some of the questions.
Well, next year you can write the questions, or we'll just keep reusing these same ones.
I could do
All right, let's see. Um, um, was it easier or harder than you thought it would be having me gone so much? Because I was gone quite a bit.
It wasn't bad. Like I was fine.
I mean,
I don't know.
you were there quite a bit too, though. But
Yeah.
after work, like you'd come say hi before coming home, and then I'd stay there for like another hour or two working on stuff. So there was always some of that. I suppose I want to say, or the weekends.
I missed you a lot for sure. No, I mean it was hard, but like it's fine.
You understand
Yeah, like
where we're going, what we're trying to achieve.
yeah, it's fine. I can handle it.
So it was fine then.
Yeah,
It
he's
wasn't.
gone
It
to
wasn't
sleep.
hard.
Just kidding.
As long as I'm doing stuff, huh?
Productive stuff.
Yeah, productive. There you go. I didn't like. I don't really go to the bar or anything. So if I'm not at home, it's because I'm working or trying to achieve some kind of goal I have. Um, is there anything that you had to give up, or give up anything that you do normally to like get to the next level? This might be more of a me question, but
You answer. I'll think about it.
um, I want to say video games, kind of. Not that I played a lot of video games, but like there's a lot of times when the boys are trying to play Fortnite and they wanted me to play, and I would play a little bit, and then I'd have to go back to work, or I would work all weekend, and then like out for an hour or two on Sunday before Weston's got to go, I would try and play a little bit of video games with them to try and. I know it's not much, but this summer was that was about all the time I had to give them, I guess. So the family definitely took
We
a
were
toll.
with him a lot.
Right. But it was work stuff, not
Yeah.
fun things, which makes me feel guilty a little sometimes. Um like I said, I wasn't really drinking much before anyways, so like I didn't really have to give up drinking or anything to like level up. I quit talking to some people, I guess, too, maybe. Um, Not that I'm a big chatter. I don't really call anybody or text anybody, but I mean, there's a lot of times when, it was a lot of if I was talking to you, it's because I needed something or you were gonna do something for me, so I needed to like follow up on that, I guess. So like I was so busy that I didn't really do a bunch of the extra chit chat that I didn't have to this year. And I'm okay with that because the people that I still run into from time to time, we're still good friends. And if there was anybody that was mad at me for not talking to them, then, if they can't understand that I'm trying to level up and achieve some goals, they should be doing the same thing that I'm doing, trying to achieve their goals. So, everybody's got their own lives out here to live, I guess. I don't think anybody's waiting on me to like to make their life super great, I guess. So I was just focused on myself a lot for sure. Or me and the family.
I'll pass.
You're gonna pass? Okay. This is a perfect one for you then. What are your goals for 2024 and what steps are you taking to achieve those goals?
I made a list. It's more just personal stuff. It's nothing like trying to rent houses or whatever he does.
What give us a nugget off the list. There's somebody out there that wants to, might need something for their list.
Well, I want to successfully breastfeed.
There you go.
It's yeah, the personal one. I want to. I put it up. I put like 10 books. I want to read 10 books this year. Last year I was too ambitious, thinking I could read 30 books, but um, yeah,
Those are good goals though.
I have a few more, but I want to be more organized. Not that I'm not organized. I just want to. I don't know. I just want to be. I could be better. Anyways.
So you're trying to level up that way, huh? I think that the breastfeeding one's is a good goal to have.
Yeah.
Um, I guess I didn't realize how difficult it was
It's time consuming for sure.
and time consuming. Yeah, I suppose. Um, so I think that's a good goal for sure. Um, my goals for sure, I want to get healthier, lose some weight, and I've started walking. This is the first day I've walked. I guess yesterday I was working cows and stuff, so I walked a lot. But I'm making it a goal to try and walk well, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna walk or run. I'm gonna exercise for at least a half hour every morning, every day this year. Like that's non-negotiable. I feel like that should be easy. It's only a half hour. Half hour isn't that long. So I need to lose some weight, get healthier so I could do more things with the family. I could work a little harder, be here longer to enjoy things with my family. Um, we talked about, adding to our rental properties. We're kind of talking about maybe building a house now too. So we've got a lot of goals this year. We're still kind of in the planning process, I want to say, of like what our year is going to look like. We we got this giant calendar that we can write stuff on, and we did that last year.
We did.
And I feel like that was a big help. So like we would like if I knew something needed to be done in 6 months from now, I would just write it down on a weekend and say, we're gonna fix fence on this weekend, and we're gonna haul cows on this weekend, and we're selling on this weekend. Like that was a huge thing. Setting up a house on this date. We got a wedding this day. Like just things like that. So
We were super busy last year. I had something going on every month, like for
every
myself.
weekend. Yeah.
I was out of town every month last
Yeah, he was gone quite a
year.
bit. It was like a month and a half there where it was just me and the boys every weekend.
Whatever.
We had to eat ramen and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Because I was getting married. That's why all these things were happening.
Uh-huh. She had a bachelorette party every week of the month, like one weekend a month, from like February until all the way till her birthday when she went and seen Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I did rallies.
Oh yeah, we did go to
I've
rallies.
seen Taylor Swift, and I had my bachelorette party, and then I had my sister's weekend.
Then you had your sister's week.
Then I had another sister's weekend.
Yeah. Now, like this, like
Went to
I don't get to
Vegas.
do any of that stuff.
Went to Vegas.
Like I don't get to go do nothing.
All that stuff stopped after Vegas.
I wanted to go to this. I wanted to go hang out with Russell
Not
a couple
even.
days ago. She said no.
That's not even true. I did not say no.
So she gets to
The
go do
word
all the
no.
fun things, and I have to go roll underneath trailer houses all day.
The word no did not come out of my mouth.
Um,
Go ahead.
so I guess we're just trying to figure out what exactly it is um that this year's gonna look like. So either we're gonna stack some chips and figure out this house deal, or keep working on rentals and do that. I think the rentals are just in there no matter what. So at this point, we have room for at least one more trailer that we could bring in. I have one that I haven't even set up yet because of the weather. So we're right on track to just keep giving people a place to live. I really like being useful to the community. That makes me feel good that people actually need something that I have and that I can fill a void in the community. So those are the main goals, I guess, at the moment. What was your biggest win of 2023?
This baby.
That baby? That's the biggest win right there.
That's the biggest one for me.
I think my biggest win for sure was, I mean, all the rentals that we set up were big time, but like that green one, so like the second one we set up this year was huge because we had to go to Piedmont, which is in the hills, 2.5 hours away. Like we had to
I
go
don't
get this thing,
That's
and
sketchy.
like we brought it home, and like I had a deadline, like the renters that I had needed to be in there by the end of the month. And I had like a training in Nebraska, so I had to be gone for like a week, so I couldn't work on it. And like we got it just by the skin of our teeth. We got these guys moved in there, and it was the first check. I guess it was a cashier's check, but it was the first cashier's check that we got for our Ace Diamond LLC. And so we framed it, but like it made me feel like like I can do this now. Because before it was like I bought that trailer, the first one in February, and then we worked on it, and I got my cousin in there. But like this one was like, okay, now we have somebody waiting on us to get into this trailer, and like there was a few things that went wrong, some siding fell off, a window got broken, a door got ripped off. Like I mean, there was a bunch of stuff, but we got it home. It was raining, right? It was raining like halfway back. We passed a cop. Like it was a little worrisome. I want to say, and but it made me feel like okay, like we can do this. And then right after that, we had our wedding, so like I had to get it done before this wedding. So like we had the wedding,
It
and
was just in
then
the way.
we went to Vegas for our honeymoon, and that was awesome. And then like as I'm in Vegas, I got people calling me asking me if I want to buy another trailer and like setting this up, and like I was feeling like a big baller at that point. I'm like, we were at the Hilton, this Hilton resort, and there's like the regular place by the pool, and then there's like the Hilton Rewards section of the pool with like a hot tub, like a private hot tub and stuff. And that's where we kind of hung out the whole time. We didn't have a Hilton Rewards pass, but nobody ever said anything to us, and we sat there with the big shots, and And I just envisioned
We
that
did.
life for us. I mean, really, and I was feeling like the man. And then we get home after that and we look at this trailer, and then I also rent out another, I guess we got another double wide that we rented out. And then I was like pretty much like content with where we was at. And then it was October, beginning of October, and a trailer house came available that I just couldn't pass up because it was like
Oh,
20 miles away. So then like as soon as I did that, I we bought it and I got that thing going. And I was out there in the snow and the rain trying to get that thing working so I get my renters in there. And like that was when I like knew I was just like grinding as hard as I could. And that's I was really feeling like cuz I did that one pretty much by myself kind of, cuz you guys it was cold out. You guys would go home
yeah.
and like I
The nights
just
are getting, the days are getting shorter.
right, the days were super short then. And anyways, I got somebody in there within like a month too, pretty much. And it was a lot of work. That one was a lot. Like I was burnt out after that. And then, fast forward to December, I just bought this other one. So,
I was kind of joking when I said I wanted it.
well, I texted her if like I texted her and she's like, "Oh, I want that. I want it." So, I just get her everything she ever wanted.
I was kind of joking, and then
She wasn't joking.
he got it anyways.
But it's a nice trailer. It's the newest one. It's probably the nicest one too. Overall, it's probably the nicest one we have. So once we get that set up, it'll be good. I don't remember what the original question was now. That was the biggest win. So yeah, the greenhouse, getting that done, being in Vegas. I got this new tattoo. That was a big thing for me. Um, but just being in Vegas with you, and then like it was almost like we were enjoying the spoils of like what we did because we worked hard from like May until basically September. Pretty hard
Yeah.
doing stuff every weekend all the time. And I finally got a chance to like relax and breathe a little. And then as soon as we came back, I slowly felt the pressure creeping back in. Um and that was tough to deal with. It's like once I'm in the thick of it and there's pressure and there's anxiety and all that, like it's manageable for me. But then like once I got away from that, it was almost like I could feel it all building back up, and then once I get to a certain point, then it's like okay, now I'm back in the groove, which is kind of where I want to be, where I like to be. It kind of keeps me going, keeps me motivated. But that was the biggest win for me. Um, was 2023 everything you wanted it to be?
So much more than I wanted it to be. So unexpectedly more than I thought it was going to be.
In a good way.
Yeah.
It was huge. 2023, just every year that I've been having in the last, probably 3 years, like it just seems like it just gets better and better every year. I met her, we got married, we did so many things. Like like I can't wait for this year. Like look out. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. Anyways, like this is the beginning of the year and I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but I just know we're gonna kill it. All right. Now I have some questions for Kim. I got 4 questions. Just gonna go fast, okay?
Okay.
All right. First question. Are you happy
The happiest. Is that all?
that you've ever been or
Yeah. Yeah. The happiest I've ever been.
okay.
Time of my life. Best day ever.
What do you want to accomplish this year?
Um,
If there was one thing, what would it be?
I don't know if I want to say it. I want to get custody of Dylan.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. And that shouldn't take us the whole year either. Let's see. What is one dish or meal you would like to master this year?
Um,
She's been watching cooking shows. I'm hoping she found something tasty.
um, 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 for some reason, lamb chops comes to the top of my head, but that's because of the cooking show I'm watching. But we don't ever eat lamb, and that's kind of gross. Um, don't even know.
Is it like
Maybe
a curry or a
like
jambalaya?
honestly,
Or
I
I
was
don't know.
like my next one was gonna be like gumbo or like
Ooh,
a
gumbo.
crab boil. I've never made anything like that before.
I'm down with a crab boil. We'll have to record it.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I got a big pot for Christmas, so.
What quote do you want to live by in 2024?
Uh-huh. I feel like you didn't come up with these questions yourself.
I did. They're not very good. That's probably why you feel like that.
Oh, the best quotes. A quote?
Like if there was a quote, yeah, like is there a quote that you heard recently that you're like, I really felt that, or
I was listening to this podcast and she talked about not that I'm not fulfilled, but she talked about fulfillment. And maybe there's not fulfillment in some parts of my life, but yeah, I don't know. I don't that's not a good one.
so you just want to like live in the present, or like be more present, or like just be more grateful for where you're
Yeah,
at?
maybe, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like I just want to do things that fulfill me. That's what it was. That's what she talked about. She wanted to do things that fulfilled her. And that would be really nice to do. Not that anything, I don't know. Yeah, it's fine.
This is
This is deep for me.
well, see, that's a good question then. One I just read or I just heard like 2 days ago was fear is what if. So like every time somebody comes up with something that they want to do, they're like, well, what if this happens, or what if that happens, or what if this happens, you know? And so I don't like that. But then the second part of that is faith is even if. So
I feel like you're reading off his notes.
well, yeah, because I mean, I told her to do this today too, and yesterday she helped me come up with some questions. She knew this was coming, so maybe next year we'll be more prepared. But back to the faith is even if. So like when I'm thinking of something is like even if if I buy this trailer, like even if this happens, like I'm still gonna accomplish this, or like if I do this, then even this, even, like even if, I like the idea of that.
So,
Yeah. Like the positiveness of like I know this is gonna happen. Like whatever goal it is that I decide
yeah.
to pick, like even if no matter what, even if that, like I'm gonna do that no matter what, I guess. So that's what I really um I like to think about, I guess, is like, you know, like it already happened. Like I'm gonna get this next trailer, so then I can get another trailer, so then I can get this or get that, or this is gonna happen. So like instead of just thinking of the one goal that I have, it's like, okay, well that's already in my mind. It's already a done deal. So now I need to be thinking about the next thing, kind of. And that's what I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that positiveness. Do you have any questions for me before we end the podcast?
Are you happy?
Of course, I'm happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. Like
Uh,
I tell her this all the time, but we could lose everything, and as long as we're together, I'm happy. Like none of this means anything without you. So
we're a girl.
Honestly, I would just be happy with. Obviously, you want a healthy child. That's the most main thing. But yeah, I'd like another boy. I'm a boy dad. Um, that's that would be so much easier than a girl. I don't know. I mean, if we have a girl, it'll be daddy's girl anyways. So like, and I'll be way less strict with the girl probably, or way less mean to the girl. Not that I'm mean to the boys, but like I expect this. There's a certain level that I expect out of the boys. So a girl will be babied way more than those boys will be get babied. So I would prefer a boy so I can whip him into shape.
What's the I don't know how to say it. What's the best thing I did for you this year?
Mm, the best. Well, he
Or
obviously married me, and we're having a kid now, and I liked everything to do with that, of course. Um,
besides,
the best thing that you did for me, man. There's so many things. Like it would be hard to pick any. Honestly, just the support. You know, they always say that a pat on the back is 2 feet higher than a kick in the ass. And like just you supporting me whenever I tell you my dreams or half baked ideas, I'm always like, oh, I thought about this and we could do this and that. And then instead of just shooting them down right away, like she lets me simmer on something and then like, 2 days later, I'm like, oh, I'm on to something else. Or like, I realize whatever that thing was that I mentioned to you, like it's not going to work. So then I figure out what is going to work. And with her not shutting it down right away and letting my creativity um blossom, I guess, or just go where it needs to go, so that way I can figure out our next move or figure out what the play is. Because I always treat life like a game, like we're out here trying to win. And just being able to have her trust me and support me that way, that's the thing that I like the most about what you did for me last year, for sure. Because if it wasn't for you, I couldn't have done everything that I've done. And her being here when I can't be, for the boys, to take care of the family and to keep the house going the way it needs to go. Like there's no way that I could accomplish the things that I've accomplished and the things that I'm going to accomplish without without the teamwork and without you being here to like take care of the family when I can't be. Like that's huge. That's why I married you, and that's why I'm never getting rid of you. I told her she could leave, but I have to come with her. So you can leave anytime you want to, but I'm coming with. So yeah, that was our 2023.
I have one more question.
Yeah, keep going.
Are
Keep
you
on going.
are you a Swiftie now?
Absolutely not.
He has a shirt that says Taylor Swift on it.
Yeah, it's the best Taylor Swift
Yeah.
shirt ever.
It's like,
Um, so we're a Niners family, and she was trying to get a Kelsey jersey, a Chiefs Kelsey jersey,
I
Travis
almost
Kelsey.
ordered it, but
I
you
was so
told me.
pissed. I was so mad.
He was. I almost ordered it, and you told me.
She almost got divorced before we was even married.
Yeah.
After we was married, I was so mad. Anyway, we're not a Swifty. I mean,
I'm a Swiftie. Where's
it's hard to believe. It's just hard. Nah, she's got some good songs, you know, but a full blown Swifty, I could never. I could never. I did. I guess that was in 2022, but I did successfully get these guys 6 tickets to Taylor Swift,
That's why I asked.
which I should have just sold, and I could have paid for the boys' college tuition. But nope, these guys had to go to Taylor Swift, I guess.
It's a dream come true, so
And they were terrible seats. Oh my god. I felt so bad, but they were the only ones I could get. So
we won the lottery.
they're super grateful.
It
for
was
for
literally
sure.
like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
I had another one, but I forgot it. That's all I got.
You don't remember what it was?
No.
Well, all right. We will do another one of these next year, and I got a lot more content coming out. I've pretty much been shooting content all summer, so that way when it was cold out and winter out, I could start video editing. So be on the lookout for our
Maybe his
next
hair will be
videos. Yeah, my hair will be longer. I'm waiting for Kim to braid it for me in the mornings so I can go to work. But anyways, yeah, look out. Keep an eye out for the new videos coming out. There should be a lot more content coming out. So thanks for watching.